Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to open a trade on your Metatrader 4 mobile app. Now, the first thing you want to do when you want to open a trade, let's say, I'm using this example again, your signal provider has given you a particular trade signal and you want to open a trade. The first thing you do is to calculate the amount to risk on that trade based on your account size, which I already showed you in a previous tutorial. Now, if we assume that my account size is $1,000, and based on that previous tutorial, we've already seen that the lot size for me to use, the correct lot size for me to use is 0.04. And with that lot size, I will be risking only $20 in my account to make considerably more, times 5 more, because the reward is 212 pips and the risk is just 47 pips. I'm only risking 47 pips at 0.04, which equals $20 in order to make that amount of reward. So once I have calculated the amount to risk, I've gotten the correct lot size. That's the first thing you do. Never be in a hurry to enter a trade. When a trade signal comes, make sure you calculate your risk first. Calculate the amount you want to risk using your Forex calculator. When you have done your calculations, then you can then go to your Metatrader 4 app to open the trade. So by example, we are going to use the GBP CHF. Let's quickly add it. All right. And then when we want to open it, now there are two ways to open a trade. You can simply hold down on the pair or on the instruments that you want to trade and you click on new order. You click on new order. This that sound sometimes come. It might just mean that my internet is not very strong. Now this page will show up. Now on this page, there are three things that you want to enter here. You want to enter the lot size. This section where you have this, you can see where I'm moving right now, 0.04. That's the lot size that I'm going to use. Then you will on the right hand side look at this where you have the 0.000 on the right hand side in between the plus and minus sign. That section is for your stop loss values. That's where you enter the stop loss that your signal provider has given to you. The stop loss level here is 1.19125. What the stop loss basically means is saying that, okay, if the trade goes bad, at this particular price in the market, once price gets to this particular level, you should be taken out of the trade so that you don't lose more than what you are set to lose on that trade if the trade goes bad. So I come here and I enter the stop loss value of 1.19125. 9125. Please pay due attention when you are entering these values. You can make a mistake. It has happened to me before several times. You can make a mistake, especially with your lot size. If you enter the wrong lot size on your account because you are in a hurry or because you are not paying attention, you may lose way more money than you actually planned to risk on that trade. So be very careful. So enter your stop loss levels on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side you enter your take profit level. Now take profit here is, I'm using the last one, which is the take profit 2, which is 1.21725. 725. All right. So once you have these three settings in place, if it's a buying trade, this signal says to buy. It's a buy. Please pay attention. Don't click a sell when you're supposed to be buying. You will be going against your signal provider's recommendations for your trade. So it's a buy trade. Now, you might be wondering, what does this market execution at the top part mean? Market execution basically means that it's a trade, you want to enter that trade immediately. You are not waiting. It's not a pending trade. I'll talk about what a pending trade is in another tutorial, or what we call limit orders. pending orders or limit orders. I will talk about that. But here we're going for market execution. We're not entering a limit order or a stop order or a pending order, whatever name we call it. It's a market execution. We're entering the trade immediately. So that means that once you click on buy, the trade will be executed instantly. Now that's a market execution, or what we sometimes call instant execution. So that is that about this particular tutorial. So that's how you open a trade. That's the first example. The second example on how you can open a trade, if you don't want to use this particular interface, you can come look at the lower part of your screen where you have all these icons. The second icon shows you the chart. This is a kind of longer process, and I really don't see why I want to use. I would only be using this probably because I've just finished studying the chart and I just want to issue the trade immediately. Now, please make sure that you are sure that the currency that is showing on your chart is the correct currency. Now, this chart is showing AUD USD. AUD USD is not the trade I want to enter. The trade I want to enter is GBP CHF. So you don't make a mistake. So look at the dollar sign at the top right hand side of the screen. The dollar sign, when you click that, all the other currency pairs come out, and I can select GBP CHF. And once it loads, the next thing I can quickly do is to now look at the top right hand side again, the last icon that looks like a page with a plus. Once I click on that, it takes me exactly to this page again. I enter the settings that I want to enter, and then I click buy or sell or whatever it is. Now, it's important for me to tell you that it is not always a must that you must enter your stop loss and your take profit levels immediately, especially if the trade is maybe a fast moving trade. It is not important. You can just simply enter the correct lot size that you have calculated, and then you start the trade. And then, for example, which is what I'm going to do in this case. So the only thing I have here is my lot size. I'm not entering a stop loss. It's possible. So the trade will start. So then you can now come and modify. You can click on that. You can hold down on that trade and click on modify, and then you can enter the relevant settings in this particular place. Now let us enter the settings. 1.21725. I guess we're correct. Yeah, and then the stop loss is 1.9125. They'll come to stop loss level 1.9125. Okay, sorry, 1.19, 1.1. What am I doing? 0.19125. All right, so that's correct, and then I can then click modify. So once you've done that, the settings are now there, and then so once you hit your take profit, you'll be logged out of the market with your profits. If you hit your stop loss, you'll be logged out of the market so you don't lose more money. So I have quickly covered how to open trades using the two examples, using this example and then the chart example here. Changing the icons here. Now, I've also shown you how to modify a trade, where you can just simply hold down on your trade and click on modify order, and then quickly change the relevant settings and click on modify. Now, I want to show you how to close a trade. Now, when you want to close a trade on this page, you simply hold down on the trade and you click close order. All right, so you close. I'm closing this with a loss. It's a demo account. It doesn't affect me. All right, GBP CHF. I also click on that, open, close, and then that's it. All right, so in this tutorial, I've shown you how to open a trade on the Metatrader 4 using two examples. I've shown you how to modify a trade, and I've also shown you how to close a trade. In another tutorial, I will show you how to part close a trade to secure either part of your profits or to cut out part of the losses so that they don't keep growing bigger. All right, thank you.